Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my everyday eyebrow routine. So I'm using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe. And I start off underneath my eyebrow and I just line right along where my brow shape is. I don't really change much on the bottom. So I just deepen that up. I start with like the middle and work my way out. And then I move my way to the top of my brow and I start right in the inner corner. And this, I like to make a nice bold line because my eyebrows are so thin. I like to really map out what I'm doing. So I make kind of a bigger arch than what my eyebrow really has. They're pretty flat, so I like to shape them a little bit on the top. So once I have my outline done, then I just go in and I fill in my brow. I don't go too crazy, especially for an everyday look. I don't really like super dark brows, but this shade is perfectly matched to my root color, so I can go pretty heavy-handed and still be okay. So yeah, I just fill it in, and then once I'm done with the middle and the tail, I go into the bottom inner corner, and this line I do a lot less intense than the top, only because I like the front of my brow to have a nice fade. So then once the line's mapped out, I just kind of feather out the inner corner and make it really light and so there's kind of a fade into my brow. And this is a trick. So if you line up your brow pencil with the corner, it should match the front of your eyelid, your pupil to your arch, and then the outer corner to the tail of your brow. And this just shows that you have all of your points in the right place. And then it wasn't dark enough quite for my liking, so I went back in and deepened it up just a little bit. And then now I'm taking my spoolie, and I do this in the inner corner, and I kind of rub my spoolie back and forth to fade the deeper shade into the lighter to give the front of my brow a nice fade into the middle. And then I take my Tarte Shape Tape and a tiny liner brush. This is my favorite way to conceal my brows. It's so easy. So I just go underneath my brow with the concealer and I take it really close to the line of where my eyebrow is. And I just lightly trace that across underneath my eyelid until I've covered the whole eyebrow. And then I start to bring the concealer down to blend it out. So I keep it still nice and thick and intense close to my eyebrow, but I bring the lower part of it down. And then I kind of map out where I want it to be. And I go back in sometimes after I've done this and kind of readjust where the concealer is and how it's blended and whatnot. But I just bring it down so that it starts to blend into my eyelid. And then right here, I didn't really like how that concealer looked, so I went back in and just kind of fixed the line and then again just blended it out. Now I'm taking a big fluffy brush and I just go over that concealer and blend it out so that it's not super crazy looking. And again, I don't have any foundation or any other makeup on, so this is looking more wild than, what it would with a full face of makeup on, but I do just blend it out to make it nice and seamless, and then I bring it up at the front of my brow to blend that out, and then I do the exact same thing right on the top. So I trace my eyebrow and then I go in with the brush and just blend it out. The top of my eyebrows is not, I find the bottom of my eyebrows to be a lot easier to conceal. You honestly don't even have to conceal. Sometimes I don't because I just think it looks way more natural, but the concealer really adds a really put together crisp look to your brows. And then I just go in with that same fluffy brush and blend it all out. And now I'm taking my brow gel. This is the Brow Gal Instant, and this is in the shade, I think light brown or something. And then I just run this through my eyebrows. I flick the hairs at the front of my brow up to give it kind of a feathered look, and then I just run it through the rest of my eyebrow. And that's it for my eyebrow tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like this video and subscribe and leave a comment down below, and follow me on Instagram. See you in my next video. Bye, you guys.